that brings me on to another point. Obviously, since you've got to the Premier League, the financials, Premier League football with all the TV and media rights mean that you get substantially more income than you did when I was in the Championship. How do you balance the requirements of the manager to spend that money on players compared to projects like improving the stadium and the training ground and spending money on non-playing resources?
It's a good question, and in many ways it's the biggest challenge. And running a football club at any level, and John mentioned I was at Preston before, and at Preston when we came out of what's now League 2 into League 1, got into the Championship. So I've got experience at every level. And in many ways, the fundamental of the job doesn't change. It's about managing the resource that you've got and making sure that you spend it in the right places, the most effective places. And the truth of it is that, of course, what everyone wants is to spend the money on the players because it's the success of the team that gives you success and enables you to win things. But you also, take what I've just mentioned about this stadium. I don't know the number off the top of the head, but since we got into the Premier League, we've spent fortunes, some of which you can see, some of which you can't see, on the stage which the players are on. So, and we have to do that. The cabling I mentioned, so we can broadcast the right quality of pictures. We spent just shy of £5 million on 3 new pitches last summer. So the one at the stadium, 2 at the training ground, new undersoil heating, new Deso turf as well. So the stage that the players are on looks absolutely immaculate and perfect, both on day one of the season, but also right at the end of the season. So it's all about balancing and making sure you're spending money in the areas that you have to, and then if you've got some left, you spend it in the areas that you think you're going to get most return on. So, obviously it's about firstly, so it's about spending money on your first team players, but also increasingly it's about at what point in your recruitment journey, if you like, do you want to spend money on young players as well. So, one of the things that we've done this last summer, we started really the year before in terms of spending the proper money, if you like, on 15, 16, 17-year-olds as well. As part, and then you develop them through, and hopefully you've developed them through, so by the time they come through to first team, they know your club, they know the culture, they know the style of play and everything. So the simple answer is that you spend the money in the areas where you think you're going to get the best returns.